Welcome to the Mint Report, our wrap-up of the day's business news. Here are the top stories. Supreme Court stays order on Ayodhya. HUL remains afloat on volume growth. And markets end flat after volatile trading. It's back to status quo for India's most controversial land dispute. On Monday, the Supreme Court stayed the Allahabad High Court's 2010 ruling on Ayodhya. The court pointed out that none of the litigants in the case had asked for a partition of the site. It added that the decision needed to be corrected. Back in September, the Allahabad High Court had declared the disputed site should be split, with two Hindu groups getting a third each and a Muslim group being awarded the remaining one-third. Moving to corporate, Hindustan Unilever is thriving on volume. The consumer goods giant reported better than expected results for the fourth quarter. While net profit declined 2% to 569 crores, the drop was smaller than many had feared. HUL profit was helped along by a one-time gain of 91 crores. That came from the sale of some investments. But the main driver of HUL's profits was volume. Sales during the period jumped 13.5% to 4,900 crores. Like other firms, HUL has been struggling with high raw material costs, mainly palm and crude oils. But persistent food inflation has also taken a toll. Shares of the firm jumped 3.5% on the BSE to 284 rupees. On the economy, the Reserve Bank says it can't predict inflation in the near future. In a speech on Monday, Governor D. Subbarao said the RBI could not provide a short-term inflation target because price pressures were mostly on the supply side. He added that it was impractical for a developing economy like India to be focused only on inflation at the expense of other trends. The Reserve Bank hiked policy rates by 50 basis points last week in an effort to control inflation, which stood at nearly 9% in March. And finally, Indian markets ended Monday flat after a choppy day of trade. The Sensex closed 10 points higher at 18,529 and the Nifty finished virtually unchanged at 5,551. One stock that stood out was Bharti Airtel, which gained nearly 4% on the BSE, partly making up for losses over four previous sessions. Biggest loser, on the other hand, was SKS Microfinance, which plunged 18.26% to 270 rupees and 80 paise. SKS's shares lost ground after it reported heavy quarterly losses last week. Its problems were compounded by general uncertainty about the future of the entire microfinance industry. And that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching.